Just allow those arms to have a little shake, and then wrap the arms around the body. Then begin to maybe twist a little more through the torso, and then coming up onto one ball of the foot at the tip of the toes, you twist to one side and then the other. Maybe gaze behind, maybe gaze forward. See what feels best for you and your body. And then slowly unraveling the arms. So your feet are hip distance, well actually they're a bit wider than hip distance apart. And then we're going to float the arms up as though you're just slightly touching a waterfall in front, really gently. And then exhale as you release the arms back down. Inhale as you rise the arms up to shoulder height. And exhale as you release back down. So you can either keep the legs straight, or you can straighten the legs as the arms rise. And then bend the knees as the arms lower. You inhale as the arms rise up. And then exhale as they lower. Inhale as you rise the arms up. Exhale, lower. And last time, inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to change that slightly. So we're going to rise the arms up to shoulder height, then turn the palms facing one another. Open the arms wide, draw the elbows back in particular. So my elbows are slightly bent, and then come back to shoulder height, and then release the arms back down. So the arms rise up to shoulder height, palms face one another. Open the arms wide, back to shoulder height, and then releasing back down. We can elongate both inhale and exhale. Just allow those breaths to be deep and long. Feeling the chest open as you open the arms wide, very good for the lungs. And if you want, as you rise the arms up, then take the arms to the side. You can take the gaze to one hand and then lower. And then arms back up, gaze to the other hand and lower. Once you've got that movement, you might even close the eyes. If you were tired, you can always do this sitting on a chair as well. Last one. And then release the arms down. Lift your shoulders and roll them back and down. And then allow your ear to drop toward the shoulder. Reach your fingertips down your legs and take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. A deep breath in. And long, slow breath out. And then inhale, rise, head up, take the gaze to one side. And then the other, then come back to center ear toward the shoulder. Breathing into the side of the neck, deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. A deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. And once more breath in. And out. Rise, head back up and roll out through your shoulders. Gaze to one shoulder, center. And the other and center. Then bring the hands to the sides of the head by the temples. Twist to one side, center and the other. If you prefer, hands to the waist. From side to side. And then come back to center. Then reach down one leg or keep the hands on the head as I'm doing. Center. And then the other side. And center. Stretching through the side of the body. And back to center, reach the arms up, release the arms all the way around the back of the body. Interlace your fingers, and as you inhale, extend the arms away, opening up through the chest. And then exhale, releasing the arms back down. Inhale, reach the arms away. Exhale, lower. And once more, inhale, reach the arms away. And exhale, lower. Take one arm up over the head and one arm out to the side, gaze to the extended arm, and then switching. So if you don't want to have your arm fully up over the head, you can have the arm out in front to chest tight instead. So if you had uncontrolled high blood pressure or any heart issues, you might want to stay in this lower one. Otherwise, arms, one arm up, one arm out. And then we'll take the legs a little wider. So the bent arm we've got on the top, we can also bend that leg, gaze to the extended arm, and then switching. So we're floating from side to side with the arms. Arms soft, elbow soft, gaze soft. Shoulders down and away from the earth. But then we come back to center, then bringing those arms down. Lift your shoulders, roll them back and down, and lift and roll. We'll take the arms out to the side with your elbows bent, and then draw the elbows back toward one another. And then releasing, elbows drawing back toward one another and releasing. Now, if it doesn't feel good with the elbows bent, just do it with arms straight. Squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. And last time, squeeze and release. And roll out through those shoulders again. Taking one hand to one shoulder, one hand to the other. I think my mic's just about right. And then from there, lift the elbows up. And then lower back down. Lift and lower. Then switching so the other hand's on the top. Lift and lower. And lift and lower. So that's your option one. Option two, hands together, elbows together. Lift the arms, press the hands, press the elbows in toward one another. And then releasing down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Reach away and lower. And last time, reach away and lower. Release the arms, roll out through the shoulders. Okay, legs wider than hip distance apart. Float the arms in front, cross them over. Inhale, gaze to one hand. Exhale, releasing the hands back down. It's called parting the clouds. Inhaling. And then exhaling. So you're really becoming aware of your hands, the palms of the hands. And just notice any sensations on the hands. Notice the temperature of the air. If you want, as you lower the hands down, you can bend the knees. And they can straighten them slightly as they come back out. Inhaling. And exhaling. So you could stay relatively facing forward, or you could twist through the torso. From one side to the other. Inhale, center. And then exhale, twist, bend the knees, lower the arms. Inhale, reach, arms apart. Exhale, release. And last one. Good. Then we're going to bring our hands on the tops of the head, tapping on the tops of the head. Maybe just closing the eyes here, noticing the sensation, the sound coming to the sides of the head, the temples, the forehead, tapping the eyebrows, tapping just under the eyes, under the nose, under that lip. And then loose fist, tapping all over the chest, center of the chest, side of the chest. Maybe doing a little Tarzan. And then tapping down from the armpits down to the waist. Maybe reaching around. So very good for the lymphatic system. And we'll bring the legs a little closer just for ease. And then tapping down the inside arm to the hand and then up the outside. We'll do that 3 times. Down the inside, and up the outside, and once more, down the inside. And up the outside, and then the other side, down the inside. And up the outside. Down the inside. And up the outside. Loose fist, over the shoulder, tapping over the shoulder. Loose fist over the other shoulder, tapping. And then lower back. Sort of upper lower back to the sacrum. And then tapping the buttocks. We'll come down the outside of the leg, down to the knees, tapping. Down to the ankles, across the feet, and then up the inside of the leg, the ankles, the inside of the knees. And then repeating. Down the outside. Across the foot, up the inside. And then down the outside. Across the foot. And then up the inside, shaking out one hand, shaking out the other, shaking out both, maybe shaking a leg, maybe shake the other, maybe shake all together. Be mindful if you're going to do this bouncing, kind of I'm doing now, that your back feels okay with it. Otherwise, you could just shake out one leg or just your arms, shake in front, shake up high, shake to the side, shake behind, have a little dance, and then releasing, pausing for a moment. Just feeling your feet connected to the earth beneath you. Notice your hands, you feel any tingling, heat, sensations, noticing anything. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and breath out. Okay, so feet a little wider than hip distance apart, one hand out in front, palm facing forward, and then the other arm reaching behind. So both palms are facing one another. Then that back hand we're going to bring down by your ribs and then extend the arm forward. And then the left hand, which we've got the one which came forward, turn it around so then the palms facing you. And then the other hand, I'm going to draw that back by the ribs. And when it gets to about the ribs, we're going to lower the arm down, let down, and then reach the arm behind you, palm facing away for a moment, and then switching. That hand comes in by the chest and then extends forward, and then the other arm extends out behind you. So you end up in this twisting position. That back hand facing forward now as it comes back by the body and then extends out in front. And then the other arm comes in by the waist and then reaches behind. Drawing the hand in, extend the arm forward, other hand drawing back, reaching behind you. And then switching, that back hand coming forward by the body, extending out in front as that other arm comes by the body and then reaches behind. Draw the hand forward, bend the knees, reach the arm out in front, the other hand now coming back, reaching out behind you. And then switching. Can you do both together or not? Good. Last one. And then lower the hands back down. Lift your shoulders, roll them back and down. And this time we're going to take the chin down toward the chest. And then allow the ear to reach toward the shoulder. And then from there, just lift your chin a little. And then lower the chin back down, coming across the other side. Lift the chin a little, gaze up slightly. And then dropping the chin back down, coming from side to side in semicircles. Each time just lifting maybe that chin a little more. Reach your fingertips down your legs to get a deeper stretch. And then back to center, rise the head up, roll out through the shoulders. Inhale as you reach the arms out to the side. And then exhale as you bend the knees, floating the arms slowly back down. Inhale, arms out to the side. And then exhale as the arms slowly float back down. So let's connect this with the breath. So inhale, straighten through the legs, arms wide. And then exhale, bend the knees, lower the hands back down. Inhale, straighten the legs, arms wide. And exhale, bend the knees, hands lower. Maybe just close the eyes and really treat this as a mindful movement meditation. So inhaling as you rise the arms up. And then exhale, bend the elbows, lower the hands back down. Inhale, rise the arms up. And then exhale, lower back down. So we can involve our upper body now a little more if we wish. So as you rise the arms up, you could take the gaze up if you want, arch through the back slightly. And then exhale, round through the shoulders as you lower back down. Inhale, arms come wide, gaze up, maybe arch through the back, only if it feels okay for you with that upper back. And then exhale as you lower back down, round through the shoulders. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to extend our arms behind, palms facing forward. Now, if it's too much, just lower the hands to the legs. And then from there, drop your chin in toward the chest. And then semicircles with the neck, ear to shoulder, chin to chest, ear to shoulder. Side to side with the neck. And then flip your hands now so the palms are facing outwards. Maybe reach those arms a bit further away if you can. From side to side with the neck. And then release the chin back toward the chest, release the arms. Interlace your hands behind the back of the body and reach the arms away. Taking the hands to the right waist. And draw the right elbow back. And then allow the ear to drop toward the shoulder. Any shoulder, we're going to do both shoulders. And then rise the head up. And then ear down to the other side. So your shoulders are guiding down toward your toes. Rise the head up. Arms back behind you and then coming to your left waist, draw the left elbow back. Ear to shoulder. Breathing in. Breathing out. And rise the head back up. Going across the other side. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. Rise the head back up. Reach the arms behind you. And exhale, release down. Taking the hands to your lower back. Fingertips facing down. And from there, draw the elbows back. I might just stay there. Or if the back feels okay, bend the knees slightly. Weight into your lower back with your hands. And maybe gaze up. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in, be careful with the neck. And breath out and releasing. And rolling out through your shoulders. Extend the arms out in front, palms touch. And then bend the elbows. So we can come back into that easier one. Onto the shoulders, lift the elbows. Or here, or this time, take your right hand and cross it underneath the bottom of the left. You might end up like this. You might be able to bring the backs of the hands toward one another. You might be able to bring that right hand by your nose and then palms touch. Doesn't matter where you are. And then from there, reach the arms away and then release the hands back down. Inhale as you reach the arms away. And exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, reach. Exhale, lower, last one. Inhale, reach away. And exhale, lower, release the arms, roll out through your shoulders. So we've either got the hands on the shoulders, now the other way around, or palms together, elbows together. Or this time, left arm crosses underneath the bottom of the round. See if you can bring the hands toward one another. You might not be able to. If you can, this bottom hand comes by the face, and then the palms come toward one another. And then from there, reach the arms away. And exhale, lower back down. Inhale, reach the arms away. And exhale, lower. Inhale, reach away. Exhale, lower. And last one, reach away. Exhale, lower, release the arms and rolling out through your shoulders. Into a standing position with our right foot forward and left foot back, the left heel down, toes slightly out to the side. From here, extend the arms forward and then reach the arms up overhead, palms facing forward. From there, draw the elbows down and draw the arms back toward one another, and then allow the elbows and hands to come back toward one another. Draw those shoulders back. And then this time, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch. From here, bend at the elbows and guide your hands down toward the upper back, the back of the neck, wherever you can reach, might be back of the head. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Reach the arms back up overhead, lengthen through your fingertips, and then bend the elbows. Bring the hands back toward one another, and then extend those arms out to the side. Reach the arms up overhead, palms touching. From there, bend the elbows, hands toward the back of the neck. Try to keep your elbows pointing up. And then reach the arms up, bend the elbows. Hands, elbows toward one another, and then rotate the arms out. Extend the arms behind the back of the body. Interlace your fingers. Inhale as you reach the arms away. Now we might just stay up high, or from there, hinge forward as the arms reach away from you. Gaze goes down toward the floor, unless you're higher up. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Your knee's not going over your toe at all, that front knee. If it does, bring the feet further apart. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you inhale, rise up, roll out through the shoulders. Changing legs. Left foot forward, right foot back. Bend that front knee without the knee going over the toe. Where shall I be? Here, maybe. And then extend the arms forward and reach the arms up overhead, palms facing forward. From there, allow the elbows to bend. Draw the elbows back toward one another. And then bring the hands, elbows touching. Reach the arms up, long, fingertips, palms touching as you reach your fingers up to the sky. From there, bend the elbows. Hands toward the back of the body. Elbows stay pointing up if you can. Reach the arms up overhead and then bend the elbows. Draw the elbows back toward one another. Inhale, reach the arms up, palms touch. From there, bend the elbows, hands toward the back of the body. Extend the arms up. Then bend the elbows. Draw the elbows back. Bring the hands toward one another, open the arms wide again, and then release the hands. Interlace the hands behind the back of the body. Inhale as you reach the arms away. Open up through the chest, stay there, or from there, hinge forward from the hips, reach the arms away. Take a breath in and a breath out. Staying on that leg, I'm just swapping because I've got an injury. Breath in. Breath out. Breath in. And breath out. And as you inhale, rising back up, drawing that back leg forward, and give the legs a shake. Give the arms a little shake out. Close the eyes for a moment, feeling the connection of your feet to the earth beneath you. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and breath out. And then if you have the eyes closed, gently opening the eyes. So we're going to come down onto the back of the body now. I'll bring the camera close. Table's closer. So we're lying on the back of the body. That's good. And the knees are bent. And extend your arms out into a T position. From there, bend the elbows. So the elbows are bent at 90 degrees. It's kind of called, well, it is called cactus arms. And then from there, extend your arms into a Y shape. So the backs of the hands are close to the floor, and then bend the elbows into cactus. Reach the arms long into a Y shape. And then bend the elbows into a W, cactus style. And then once more, reach the arms. And then bend. And then allow the hands to come to the shins as you draw one knee and then the other in toward the chest. And rock from side to side. Lower one foot down and the other, hands to the mat. Press down into your feet, squeeze the buttocks. As you guide your hips up into bridge pose, take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and breath out as you release back down. Draw the ankles together, draw the knees together. Interlace the hands behind the back of the neck and draw your elbows down toward the floor, as close to the floor as you can get them. Then from there, allow your knees to drop to the left as your gaze comes to the right. Now, if you don't feel enough twist, come back to center, lift your feet off the floor a little or even more so your knees are closer toward the chest. And then allow your legs to drop to the left and your gaze is to the right. Your shoulders are drawn down toward the floor. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And breath in. And away. With control, draw your stomach in and come back to center. And then rolling to the right. So your easiest position, feet are to the floor, slightly off or knees in toward the chest or somewhere in between. Allow your legs to drop to the right, gaze to the left. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Try to keep the elbows down if you can. Breath in. Long, slow breath out. And breath in. Breath out. Draw the stomach in. And with control, come back to center. Release your feet to the floor. Release the arms now this time. Actually, lower them back to the mat. And extend your right leg out along the mat. Right leg long. And left foot. So you can have your starting position, left foot's on the floor by the right knee. And then we're going to roll onto the right side of the body. Bring your right hand, if you can, on the top of the left leg. Now, if that's not enough twist, come back. Draw your knee in toward the chest so the left foot lifts off the floor. And then roll to the right side as you take your right hand on top of the left leg. And either keep the left hand on the floor on the mat, or reach the arm out to the side, palm facing up, and then follow with your gaze to that left hand. You're aiming to keep, if you can, both shoulder blades down on the floor. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Breathing in. Breathing out. If it becomes too strong, just release out and come back in if you want to, or have a break. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breathing in. And breathing out. And rolling back to center. Both knees now bent, feet on the floor, hands back to the mat. Press down into your hands, down into your feet, squeeze the buttocks, guide the hips up, bridge pose. And then releasing back down. Left leg extends out along the mat. So our easier option, that right foot's on the floor. Otherwise lifted a bit or kneeing toward the chest. Rolling on to the left side of the body, bring your right hand on top of the knee, just as a little weight to pull it down, but you're not yanking it down, it's just that extra weight there. You could even have the hand on the floor if you prefer. Either keep the right hand as it is, or reach the arm out to the side, the right arm out to the side, palm facing up. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in. Breath out. Keep those shoulders down toward the floor as close as you can. Breathing in. Breathing out. Breath in. And out. And once more in. And out. Rolling back to center. Release the foot to the floor. Both knees bent, feet on the floor. Bridge pose. Squeeze your bum as you rise up. And then releasing back down. Take your left foot above the right knee, flex through the foot. Extend your arms out to the side, palms facing up, and then rolling onto the right side of the body. This knee can either stay up or you can drop it down across the body. Now, if that's too much, come into a standard twist, ankles, knees together, and drop to the right. Otherwise, we keep the foot on the knee as we roll to the side. Harder or stronger, you can come roll back, lift the right foot off the floor, and then rolling to the side. Gaze to the left. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in. Breath out. And breath in. And away, come back to center. So we've got the right foot on the floor, left foot on the top, and then crossing that left leg over the top of the right. So now the back of the left leg is touching the front of the right leg as though you're desperate for a wee. And then from there, lift your knees up in toward the chest and taking hold of either around the backs of the legs or the shins. And draw your knees in toward the chest. It's my husband's, don't know if you can hear that, the phone ringing. Take a breath in. And a breath out. If you want, you can move the knees slightly to the left, just a small bit, slightly to the right. See if it's tight in there. If you've got a history of sciatica, it might be tight. And then releasing back down. We go straight onto the other side. So straight into that cross leg, left leg, now over the top of the right. Draw your knees in toward the chest, taking hold of the calves or around the backs of the legs. And you can make micro movements slightly to the left and right to see if any of the areas tight for you. You might feel that into the glutes. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. Release your left foot to the floor. Take the right foot above the left knee, flex through the foot. Arms out into a T position to keep that left foot down or on the floor. Lift the foot off the floor. And then roll onto the left side of the body, gaze to the right. Take a deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. Deep breath in, long, slow breath out, and once more breath in and breath out, and coming back to center, releasing the foot back to the floor. Draw your knees in toward the chest, rocking gently from side to side, lowering one leg and the other. And making your way onto the front of the body. Just grabbing a drink a moment. And starting on the front of the body, with the forehead to the floor and the hands drawn back by the chest, elbows drawn in. Feet apart, which is kinder on the back, otherwise feet together if you're feeling strong enough. Draw that stomach in slightly, squeeze the buttock slightly. As you inhale, gently rise up your head, neck and chest. And as you exhale, lowering back down. Harder. As you rise up, you can lift the hands off the floor. And then exhale as you lower back down. Easier, your elbows stay on the floor. Your arms are in diamond press, like thumbs, forefingers together. Then you press down into your forearms, lift the head, neck and chest up. Otherwise, the hands are drawn back by the ribs. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And last time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And lift the head up, taking the gaze toward your toes or toward the bottom of the mat. Come back to center. And then the other side to the right. Center. And releasing down. Crossing over your arms and allowing your forehead to rest on the backs of the arm. From here, lifting your right foot off the floor as you inhale. And as you exhale, lower the leg back down. Inhale, right leg lifts off the floor. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, lower. And last one, inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale, lower. Rock that leg from side to side. Left side, inhale, lift. And exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift the leg off the floor nice and long. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Strengthen through the lower back. Strengthening through the legs, lifting. And lowering, last one. Lifting. And lowering. Release the leg, rock the legs from side to side. So you can do the same. One leg lifting and lowering, and actually you switch it. One leg lift and then the other leg lift. So you can just do the legs one at a time. Or we take the arms out into a T position and then bend the elbows. So the elbows are bent at 90 degrees. Excuse me, I had a fluff. And then from here, we're going to lift. Well, either option one is just the right leg lifts off and lowers. Option two, right leg lifts off and head lifts off. So you're pressing down into your forearms and lift, lowering. Option three, right leg lifts off, left hand lifts off and the head, neck and chest, and then lower. And then switching sides, either just the left leg and head, or left leg and right arm lifts. And no, I'm going to instruct opposite arm, opposite leg, but you can do as you wish, make it easier or harder. You can't make it harder than what I'm saying, but well, you could lift both legs. But anyway, I'm not going to instruct that. We're going to lift your right leg, head, and left hand, or just make it easier as I gave you those options a moment ago. And then releasing back down. Left leg, head, maybe arm, and release. So you can make it easier by not lifting up so high as well. Or you might just be lifting one leg, lowering, and then lifting the other leg and lowering. Harder, you've got the head and one leg at a time. We've got opposite arm, opposite leg, lifting and lowering. So there should never be twinges in the back. If there is, come down a level. Don't lift the legs so much. Try the legs further apart or have a break. Lifting and lowering. And last one, lifting and lowering. Crossing over the arms. Rest your forehead on the backs of the arms. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Breath in. And breath out. Then bend the right knee. Let's see if you can reach behind, taking hold of the foot. If you can't, just roll onto the left side of the body. You should be able to reach then. If not, just bend the knee. Don't reach hold of it. If you're on the front of the body, you can draw that left elbow in and perhaps lift up the head, neck, and chest. If that feels okay, otherwise just stay low. Forehead on the backs of the hand, left hand. And we're looking to create length in the front of the right leg. The knee joint should feel okay. So if it doesn't, just don't hold onto the foot. And then if you want to work harder, you can lift that right knee off the floor. But usually only about 25% of my class can do that. So if you can't do it, don't worry. And then releasing down, rocking the leg from side to side, changing sides. Left leg bends. Reach behind, see if you can take hold of the foot. If not, roll onto the side of the body. If not, just do with a straight leg again. You might draw the elbow in and lift up your head, neck, and chest, as long as the back feels okay with that. Otherwise, just stay down, forehead resting on your arm. And then maybe pushing the foot into the hand. And maybe that knee lifts off the floor, or maybe not. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in, breath out, and breath in. And away, release the foot, back down to the floor, and rock the legs from side to side. Interlace your hands behind the back of the body, and as you inhale, extend the arms up and away from the body. As you exhale, release back down. Inhale, reach the arms away. And exhale, lower harder. As you reach the arms away, lift your head, neck, and chest off the floor. And exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, lift and lengthen, rising up. Exhale as you lower. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale as you lower. And inhale, lift and lengthen. And exhale as you lower. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press down into your hands. And rising up onto all fours. And then rolling through the hips, circling in one direction. So imagine you've got a pencil on your belly button and that's drawn a circle on the floor beneath you. And the other way. And then sinking back, bum toward the heels. Keep the bum high if the knees don't like it. Otherwise, bum drop down toward the heels. Arms low, arms long, sorry. Forehead to the floor. Or if you prefer, bend the elbows, forehead rests on the backs of the arms. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. And deep breath in. Long, slow breath out. And once more breath in. And breath out. Rising up onto all fours and walking the hands toward the left. Gaze toward your toes. And back to center. Walk the hands to the right. Gaze toward the toes. Back to center. Right arm extending toward the left shoulder as you bend the left arm and then reach the arm out to shoulder height or all the way up to the sky. Bend the left elbow as you reach the right arm through toward the left shoulder blade and then reach the arm long. Bend the elbow, threading through. Reach the arm long and then releasing back down. Changing sides, left arm threading through, bend the right elbow, left hand toward the right shoulder blade, and then arm out to the side or all the way up to the sky, and then threading through. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale as you thread through. Inhale, reaching long. Exhale as you thread through. Last one, inhale, reaching long. Exhale as you thread through. And releasing the hand to the floor. Draw your right hand just underneath your nose, so more at the center of the mat, and then extend the arm forward, and then sinking your buttocks down toward the heels, arm long, stretching the outer part of sort of the armpit, shoulder, rising back up, changing hands, left hand center, and then reaching forward, sinking down. Take a deep breath in. And a long, slow breath out. Deep breath in. Long, slow breath out and breath in. And away. Draw the hand in, rising up onto all fours, tuck the toes, walk the hands toward the knees, press down into your hands, bum up, walk the hands back toward the feet, to your thighs or your shins. Allow the head to hang if it's more than 90 degrees. Take a breath in and a breath out. Breath in and a breath out. Bend the knees, draw the stomach in, and rising up to standing and giving yourself a little round of applause. And breathing away anxious thoughts. Deep relaxation. Making any adjustments to the body to feel as comfortable as you can be, either in a seated or lying position. Begin to draw the awareness to the breath and watching the flow of the breath in and out of the body. Watching the breath coming and going. Begin to allow the breath to deepen. Exhale through your nose as you draw navel toward the spine. Then allow the breath to come in as the belly expands wide like a big balloon. Exhale fully, navel draws toward the spine. And inhale as you allow the belly to expand wide. Exhaling and inhaling. Exhaling and inhaling. And with each breath out, allow a gentle wave of relaxation to sweep over you. On the next breath in, imagining a bright, positive future. And as you let go, releasing any negativity, allowing your breath to flow naturally now, feeling calm and peaceful. Giving yourself permission to rest. You deserve this wonderful feeling of serenity. You draw the awareness to the top of the head and imagining all the muscles at the top of the head deeply relaxing. That relaxation spreads down the sides, the back and the front of the head, down the neck, the shoulders, the upper arms, elbows, lower arms, down to the wrists, hands, fingers and thumbs. Take a gentle breath in and away. In and away. That relaxation spreads down the torso, down to the upper legs, knees and lower legs, and down to the feet and the toes. Take a gentle breath in and away. And you're now open to receive new thoughts. You open up with each natural breath in and out, taking in new and fresh energy and bringing to mind feelings of abundance, as if you have so much that your cup pours over for others to enjoy the abundance you have created. Imagine you are energized and have a zeal for life. Even if this is not true of this present moment, imagine it vividly. Imagining it with as much detail as you can. Seeing yourself full of energy and optimism. Imagining it as if you were watching a movie. Seeing the colours brightly. And watch yourself full of this energy, full of positivity, taking steps towards your goal. Awareness to the breath. Allowing your intentions to remain positive. Even if you don't feel positive in this moment, imagine what being joyful is like. Breathing in this joy you are creating. Bringing in feelings of peace and balance. Breathe deeply and allow each exhale to completely, deeply relax you. Any unhelpful thoughts become smaller and smaller. Watching any negative thoughts diminish little by little. As if you are riding away in a car and these negative thoughts are sitting along the roadside, shrinking. They shrink into the distance as you ride away with ease. And as you see them go, you are freed from their grip. If any other unhelpful thoughts arise, drop them off on the roadside. And by any creative means that arise for you, ride away, watching them grow smaller and smaller. Until they are consumed by the horizon. Allow yourself to simply be. Mentally say to yourself, I am worthy, I am whole. I am willing to let go of who I have thought I should be. And I am willing to enter the adventure of who I really am. I love and nurture my amazing body. I do enough. I have enough. I am enough. I let all the love in. I accept and embrace all my imperfections. I am gentle and kind with myself. I am doing my best. I choose to see the best in myself. I think positively. I am strong. I am capable. I accept myself and others just as we are. I handle life challenges with ease.
My life is full of positivity. I nurture myself, my body and mind. I am free of guilt. I allow myself to receive love. Allowing these new thoughts to find a new home within your inner being. Breathing them in commending yourself for making steps towards a better life. Accepting these wonderful changes. Sinking them deeply into your subconscious. And taking as much time as you'd like now to be in gratitude, appreciating the little things. When you're ready, drawing the awareness back to the body, begin to move the fingers, the toes, and gently opening the eyes.